Good day, dear friends. I am glad to welcome you to my channel. Let's get straight to the most important news. The detention of Pavel Durov in itself might not have caused much resonance in Russia if it weren't for one important circumstance. The fact is that Telegram has effectively become the main messenger in the current conflict. It serves as an alternative to closed military communications. Starting today, the issue of creating a military messenger for our army is becoming critically important. We cannot confidently say how long Telegram will remain as we know it, or if it will even continue to exist in its current form. Indeed, the fact that Telegram has almost become the primary tool for managing units in the Special Military Operations Zone, on both sides of the front, is known only to a very limited circle of people in the main communications directorate. According to the latest information, we have been told that there are already developments in this area in Russia, and this is not just a military messenger, but a full-fledged decision support system with many other functions. This is being handled by really experienced and proactive specialists known to the Ministry of Defense. But strangely, it is also reported that there has been no real interest from the main communications directorate in the targeted and centralized implementation of these systems in the troops over the past 2.5 years. Regarding the ESUTZ, Unified Tactical Control System, astronomical sums have been spent on these projects over the decades, and there's nothing more to say about it. It would be quite sad and at the same time amusing if the detention of Pavel Durov became a catalyst for changes in approaches to communications and management tools in the armed forces of Russia, rather than an accumulation of purely military problems that for some reason have remained out of the sight of the relevant management. Military messengers do exist and are used. However, they are inferior to Telegram in terms of functionality, flexibility, and ease of use. A military messenger cannot simply be downloaded and installed on a smartphone. Licenses, keys, and a series of organizational procedures must be obtained, which is perhaps the biggest problem. Nevertheless, the main communications directorate has managed to implement these solutions at various fronts, although there are nuances. As for decision support systems and management systems, all existing systems have their own tactical chats, and some have already implemented full-fledged messengers, though it's better to remain silent about this for now. Undoubtedly, a system like a messenger in a separate form is also necessary. I think it is sad for the Russian side to realize that the potential of the detained hero of the day in France was not retained in Russia due to work conditions and the unwillingness to accept him as he is. In the United States and other countries, such practices are quite common. It's no wonder they endure the challenges posed by a complicated character like Elon Musk. But it is what it is. Let's return to the front line and the map. In the Kursk region, the situation remains tense but manageable. The intensity of hostilities has gradually decreased recently, and the situation is transitioning into a phase of positional confrontation. In the Koronevsky district, clashes continue on the approaches to Crimea, as well as in the Krasnokdiabrski area and the vicinity of Snagost. No advancement by Ukrainian forces has been recorded in this sector. In the Sudzhansky district, Russian troops maintain control over positions in Malaya Lokhnya, where Ukrainian forces periodically attempt to attack towards the women's colony, but each time they meet with resolute resistance. In Cherkasy Poryaknoe, as well as in the areas of Russian and Cherkasy Konopelki, no significant changes in the combat situation occurred overnight. Russian troops struck yet another anti-aircraft missile system of the enemy on the border of the Sumy region. This time the Buk M1 system, which was sheltered in one of the buildings in the settlement of Gritsinkovo, was destroyed. That's all for now, friends. We remind you that our channel condemns any violence and calls on all parties for immediate negotiations to peacefully resolve conflicts. Thank you for staying with us. Subscribe to our channel, like our posts, and we wish you all the best.